Welcome to a VeChain price prediction. So right now VeChain is bouncing to the upside, just like it was in my previous update video. And we are almost, we barely, I don't think we did not touch it, but we almost got to the 50% extension right here, which is a good sign. And by the way the chart is looking right now, we might actually get to the 0.382 extension very, very soon. Now, I believe we bottomed here in a second wave. We went down into an ABC, and yeah, we are starting the third wave right now. The RSI is looking pretty good. Actually, we are above the yellow line on the weekly, which is a very, very good sign. And we are not even close to being overbought, which is a really good sign. It means there's a lot of room to the upside right now. And that's very, very good. The price could go to, in my opinion, the 16 cents level before going overbought on the RSI, which is really good. So right now, I am focusing on this first wave to the upside, which is the first wave of the main third wave. And I need this first wave right here to actually go up in 5 waves. So this can be considered a first wave move to the upside, and now I would actually want the price to go down a bit and maybe go to the 0.292 cents level, so we can go in a second wave of the first wave right here before going in a third wave and a fourth and a fifth to finish this. And then of course we would need a second wave and then a big third wave and a fourth and a fifth to finish this third wave right here. Also, I'm sorry for saying the word wave so many times. But yeah, from this low right here we went up 68%, and I don't know if you were around when I made my first prediction for this coin, but I predicted that the price will go a bit lower and will go oversold on the RSI. Well, it did not go oversold here, but I believe we went oversold on the daily, and I said that if it goes oversold, expect the price to go to the upside a lot in a very short time, and that actually happened. So yeah, I still remain bullish on this chart, so I believe the top for this cycle will be, my bullish top prediction is 46 cents and my very bullish top prediction is 75 cents. So we still have a long way to go until then, and in my opinion the cycle will end in October of 2025. So it would make sense for the third wave to start right now, and then for the fourth wave to maybe start around March to maybe April of next year, maybe a bit earlier or a bit later. But yeah, what we'll get right here in this third wave will, in my opinion, be the most gains we will get in this cycle. So as you know, yeah, third waves tend to explode to the upside. So you can expect this to actually go to this level right here, maybe even a bit above it, and then go in a fourth wave, like right here, for example, and then a fifth, and the fifth could go to $1. There's nothing showing me that it could not do that. And as you know, VeChain right now is at, let's see, so it's at about a $2.6 billion market cap, as you can see right here. So if we do go to $1, that would put the market cap at like what? So we are at 3.2 cents right now. So let's just do 3.2 times, let's say 30. And that would put the market cap at 96 billion, which is a lot. And yeah, could it happen? I'm not sure. In the previous cycle, we went to a market cap of 15 billion. So maybe something more realistic would be the 50 cent level. And for that, we would need a market cap of like 48 billion or something like that. So yeah, I see that happening. But that's pretty much the bare minimum that I want for this cycle. Look, in the previous cycle, we went to the 28 cent level. And we should get to at least 47 cents in this cycle, but I think it will get to the 2.618 at 75 cents if everything goes right. But again, if this second wave move to the downside gets invalidated, then that's most likely going to be the end for this bull cycle and probably for VeChain as well. And the invalidation point for that is at 0.131 cents. So if it goes below this right here, then yeah, the bull market will most likely be over. Again, this is not financial advice. You should do your own research. This is just my opinion. So be careful. The monthly chart is also looking pretty healthy. I mean, we are above the yellow line on the RSI, and we actually closed below it in June, which at that time I thought was kind of bearish. But right now that we got above it, and I mean, we haven't closed above it yet, but if we do close above it, then yeah, going below it right here was not really a big deal. And I believe I said that we actually went below it right here and we still managed to go above it again. So, I mean, it's not really a bearish thing if it goes below the line. It's just bearish if it stays there for too long. And obviously here it stayed below it for a long time because it was the bear market. But you do not really want to see the RSI go below this line when the price wants to go up and when we are actually in a bull market. So yeah. Also check out the bull market support band. Well, actually, let me go on the daily for this. So yeah, I mean, we are currently fighting with it. We managed to go into it, but we only got above this green line right here. So, I mean, if we do get rejected by it, then we will most likely get a second wave to the downside for this first wave, which would be healthy. So yeah, do not get scared by this. I mean, if we do go down to the 0.29 cents level, then that's going to be normal. Actually, let me give you a support level for this right here. Obviously, this support level will most likely change if the price goes down before going in a second wave, but yeah, I mean, this should give you an idea of where the price might land if we do go in a second wave. So yeah, we could go down to, let's say, 0.283 cents, but if we do go below that, and if we actually go below this level right here, which is the 50% extension, then I will most likely, I mean, I will not turn bearish for the long term, but I will turn bearish for the short term, and I will expect another low if we do go below that. But for now, I see no reason why we would do something like that. I mean, the RSI on the daily is currently not overbought, but it's close to being overbought. And if we look at what happened in the past when the RSI went to the overbought territory, like here for example, the price actually went down for a bit before we continued. I mean, here we did not do anything because, I mean, this was a second wave down. But what I want to tell you is that if we go overbought, then expect it to cool off and go down for a bit, so it can go to these levels on the RSI before going to the upside again. I mean, it also happened here. This is a better example. So we went overbought on the RSI, then the price cooled off, and we went to the 35 RSI level, which was not oversold, but it was nothing too crazy, and then we proceeded to go to the upside again. So, I mean, yeah, we even did that right here. It's the same thing that happened here, and not here, but yeah, you get the idea. And if we actually look at what happened before the first bull cycle, we pretty much did a similar thing right here. So we went overbought on the RSI, then we went oversold right here to make these lows, and then we proceeded to go to the overbought territory multiple times. And as you can see, the price did not go up in a straight line. There were still many corrections on the way. I mean, even though the price went up 3000% just from this point right here, you can see that it did not go up in a straight line. We like I said, we went to the overbought territory a few times before we managed to get to this level. So, I mean, yeah. If we do go overbought and if we do get a correction, then don't expect it to be something too crazy, but expect it to be, I mean, don't expect it to be something too crazy, but expect it to try going below these numbers right here. So if the price actually wants to go up right now, I mean, it needs to show us that it wants to go up. So if the bears want to take this down, and if we are not able to keep this level right here at 2.6 cents, then yeah, we'll most likely go oversold on the RSI again and we'll hit another low before starting the first wave. But in my opinion, that would not look very healthy. It would look pretty weird in my opinion. Here is actually an example of what I'm talking about. So let's compare what happened here to what happened right here. So as you can see right here, we went up a lot and we got to the overbought territory on the RSI. Then we cooled off, we went into an ABC to the downside, and we went to the oversold territory. And here, as you can see, we went up like crazy. We went to the overbought territory. We did an ABC to the downside, and we went to the oversold territory. So this is pretty much the exact same structure. So what happened after this? Well, we did not hit another low on the price at least, and not even on the RSI. And the price, tried going up, but then went down a bit, and we actually went to the oversold territory. So here, nothing really happened. But here, we went, and we did not go to the overbought territory, but we tried going there, and we got rejected by the bull market support band before doing nothing for like a month. And then we actually managed to go to the overbought territory, and what happened right after that? We went down in price. And I know this does not look like much, but if we actually look how much the price went down, it did go down 19%, and that took 12 days. So, yeah, these things take some time, but I do not expect to see a 12-day correction after a, how long did this rally take? 10 days so far? So yeah, I don't expect a 12 days correction for something that happened in 10 days. Maybe something like 3 days is more realistic. So yeah, the RSI on the daily needs to cool off, and I'm not sure if we will manage to go back above the bull market support band before we cool off. So, if we do manage to go above it, then that's going to be bullish, of course. But then if we cool off just after we go above it and then we somehow get below it because the price goes down in the second wave, then yeah, it's going to look weird, because it will look like the price got rejected by the bull market support band, but that won't actually be the case. So this is very interesting what's happening right now. So we'll have to keep a closer look on this chart. But yeah, what's happening right now looks very similar to what happened right here. So maybe this will just repeat itself. Obviously, this is not financial advice. You should do your own research. Also, if you want early access to these videos, consider checking out my Patreon. Gold Patreons also get to choose one altcoin that I can cover on Patreon and even on my channel if you want. And you get to choose one altcoin each month. So if you are interested in that, make sure to check it out. Anyways, that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.